Oh, thank you.
Hey everyone, before we get this episode started, also, I wanted to sound like a YouTuber, that's why I started off with, hey everyone, like, subscribe below. You know how YouTubers are. Okay, but before we get started, I want y'all to know we are going extra big with the All-Star season of Vulnerability Time podcast. So, guess what? We got video podcast. So, click in the episode description below if you wish to watch the video of the podcast as well. It'll be a YouTube link, so you can go ahead and get it going and get watching it. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe below. Such a YouTuber, right? Anyways, folks, enjoy the episode.
I gotta set up.
Yes, you got to set up, got the legs crossed. I'm loving it. And we have been recording for the last 10 seconds. So
Okay.
we love not knowing. We love that. We love it.
Yes, it's a natural pose.
It's a natural pose, exactly. You just wake up like that. You just wake up pose. That's just how the world of
That's how I
lavender
go through my
works.
If only it was that easy, obviously.
I know, right? Honestly. Oh, Lavender, I don't even know what we're talking about today. On purpose. I did that on purpose because I want to be like thrown in the dark, but like I want it to be, at least for me, I want it to be as unprepared as possible. Because I just feel like I don't know, I just am able to receive things when I'm most not aware.
Yeah.
Some things. But we mentioned, whoops, gotta find it. Just like, I would write it down somewhere else other than my planner. I write everything in here, but this would be the time.
This one time.
Yes. So, folks.
That's just how the universe works.
Hmm?
So that's just how the universe works.
That's exactly how the universe works. I've been getting more into just like spiritual, just kind of like farther and farther away from like the whole like religion aspect.
Yeah,
like,
just like the structure
exactly
of it all.
I can't.
Yeah.
We were never supposed to. So I'm just like, I just want to get to know my higher power just better, just, get more in touch with just higher vibrations and energy. And by that, I mean like,
Yes.
yeah, I want to attract the right things. And I want like my energy to be able to receive that and my vibrations to be able to receive that. Because a part of vibrations is, just joy, happiness, content. So I'm trying to get, as just spiritually elevated and enlightened as possible.
I love that. That's kind of what I've been trying to go through this year, especially since one of my friends started a astrology blog, and she's been writing about the planets and everything, and all the moons and super moons.
Yeah.
It's been very good to be able to follow what's going on in the stars, and understand that connection and understand the patterns of behavior that's been going on within people and yourself.
I love that, because that's the thing. It's like God is not just an earth God. He created the whole universe. Excuse me. He doesn't have gender. God doesn't have gender. So God created the whole universe. It's not gonna hurt for us to just learn the universe and learn its ways. It's not just there just to also be just there. It's just I think we can learn a lot from the universe. Yeah, as much as society, I think our generation's doing a lot better, but you talk about energies or vibrations, especially if someone's super religious, they're gonna be like, no. And I'm just honestly, you ever just, I have the energy right now that you are not the person for me. Just
Yes.
there we go. You know, it's just like tension. That's a form of energy. You know, so it's just like we acknowledge it in society. We just argue over the name for it or the names for
Yes.
it. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry if you can hear the dogs barking in the back.
Oh, that's so cute. That's okay. That's why I had to move to another room because my birds, they make all the noise in the world when they hear an unfamiliar voice. All the noise in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Oh,
My dad just got home, so that's why they're going crazy.
do they need to join us? Is that what's this? Because this is video. Oh, shut up.
They
You
are
said
not
no
those kind of
really
dogs. They are not those kind of dogs.
I love how you just said no instantly. That is too funny. Okay.
I love them so much, but they can't come in my room like that.
Same. My birds too. You know, I had to fuss at them
Mhm.
today. I love them to death, but there's the one bird. He's like the baby. He's the youngest. He is
Yeah.
the loudest. He is. I mean, all in my ear. My ear started ringing. I had to like raise my voice a little bit. You know, and I was like, hey. It's just like,
Let them know it's not appropriate.
yeah, I was like, it's way too early for this. I was like, I literally just woke up. And by just woke up, I mean like, 3 hours ago. But, to be dramatic, I'm just like, I just woke up, Like,
Yes, like I haven't done much since I've actually opened my
Exactly.
eyes.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So I'm just like, wait another 4 hours for that. And then wait another 4 hours, and then you can make all the noise in the world. And I'm
Exactly.
ready. Okay, so I found out what we were gonna talk about.
Okay.
Because I'm sure this topic can go any and everywhere. But is love, or excuse me, love is a prison. And
Oh yeah.
before we get into that, I just do want to recognize we don't have to do an intro because I'm literally going to release your episodes back to back. So it's literally going to be
Okay.
part 1, part 2. Boom. Yeah,
Bingo.
So this is just a
Gosh.
continuation, folks. We're in different
Hi,
clothes.
welcome back.
Yes, we're in different clothes from the first part because we totally entered a time machine and the color was lavender, and we love it. We love lavender.
You're too much. Because the first time we recorded, I was like, I had technical difficulties both times,
Mm-hmm.
you guys,
Oh yeah. that
for
was-
some reason.
Okay, I think it
And
was
so
my
I was
time
just
this
sitting in
time.
bed.
I think yours was
But it-
alright.
But either way, like for some
I can't stand her.
so it is so
Do you
get
live
a
in
little bit
Texas
of
still?
whatever. I do.
Okay, what part?
Like the south side. I'm still
Okay.
at home.
Okay, gotcha. So near Ridge Point. Is that where you went to?
Closer to Elkins. But yes, I
Oh.
did go to Ridgepoint.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm inviting you and your mans to my graduation. Yeah, it's gonna be in
When?
Lamar.
Where?
Lamar.
Oh, Lamar.
Yes.
Okay.
Where we met, guys. Yes.
Yes.
Lavender, you just bring out all the fabulousness in me.
I feel like you do the same with me. Like talking to you just gives me like the energy.
I was just about to say
It's
that.
high
I was
right
saying, our energies, like,
The energy is high right now.
yes, I'm here for it. And that's what I'm trying to, like, continue. Because, like, I'm really just, like, locking down and just, like, focusing. So, like, almost every day, and I learned that consistency doesn't mean necessarily every single day. And I'm just like, okay, I need to hear that because I be feeling bad when I don't
Yes.
say my affirmations every single day. I like say it like 4 days in a row, and then like I miss a day.
And then you get hard on yourself.
Hmm.
But I said, and then you get hard on yourself.
Yes.
But then you realize like it's not always the case. But continue.
Yes. Oh no, you pretty much just preached exactly what I was gonna say.
I don't want to cut you off.
It's the energies. We get it. We get it. We get it.
Okay, guys. Josiah's sister.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so like every day at 4:49 p.m. every day, I say affirmations. And I don't know why it's 4:49. I was like, oh, I want to be different. So I'm just like, I want to utilize the numbers that aren't 0 and 5. So I'm just like, they
like
matter
that.
too. Yeah, we love that. So
Yeah.
I like say some affirmations. Also, okay, because I know we're about to go on the topic is love a prison. I'm gonna let you take the lead in that, but if it does come to a point where the segue, because I wanted to tell you about that guy that I told you about last time.
Okay, but you wanna find a way to like
If it does,
bring it in.
If it does,
happens.
If not, I'm just gonna tell you right after.
Yes.
Okay. After the podcast. Okay. So is love a prison? That's what we'll be talking about today, folks. Love is a prison.
Besides all the other things.
Oh, go for it. It's whatever. It's your topic. It's your episode.
I kind of remember why I picked Love is a Prison with like the nuclear family. Because
Sorry,
like.
Okay, we good. I had to turn the fan on.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, because when you think about the nuclear family, again, you know, some could say that like that analogy fits because like they feel like they're stuck or they are stuck in this role, right? But you know, speaking of like heterosexual love or relationships, history,
right,
has history. So
it's taught about that, like, oh, it's always been, and I'm like, actually, no, it's been other things. We just don't get taught that part in history class.
Yes, and like I wonder what the outcome would be if some of the classes in school in elementary were emotions based, or like
you said what based?
Emotion based.
Yeah.
You know, because people can get themselves into relationships and like feel like they're stuck and feel like it's prison. But just because that's all that you've seen and maybe known doesn't mean that that's all that there is. You know?
You better preach to my soul.
Yes, and I feel like there is I don't know about like soulmates. Yes and no. It's like I do believe in them, but I don't think it's just like one person who you are meant to be involved with. Like you can have a few, just like.
Right. There better be, yes.
Yeah.
There better be, yes. Cause like.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I saw on Instagram the other day that analogy, or was it Instagram? I don't know. Whatever it was something about like being in tune with, you know, just being more just spiritually enlightened, being more one with your higher power, or at least the awareness. I don't know, whatever it was, but it was so random. But it was so random, this aspect that I'm about to say. It used that statement, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and then it was also saying, like, right under that, and it's just like, once you start to like learn more, heal more, you will see that not every fish in the sea is worth catching, you know, because you know, the word fish it's a very broad term. We got poisonous fish. I don't know what they're called, but we got that. We got, gosh, man, we
deadly
got
fish.
Yes.
Yeah, fish. Yeah, fish that eat other fish.
Yeah.
What? Say there's cannibals in the sea. No.
Seriously, that's why I'm just like,
There's cannibals in these streets.
yes, yes, and they know it too. They don't care. They're like, yes, they're, and you got piranhas as well. They just like one of the cannibals. They just rip everything up.
Yes.
Everything.
To shreds. Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, no, we don't want every fish.
We don't
Any
want every
fish.
You know, I'm gonna start being more specific with my with that statement. I never fully agree with that statement. It just never sit right with me. It just never
Right.
sat right with me. It just never did. You know, plenty of fish in the sea. One, I'm like, where they're at. You know what I mean? I'm like, where are they? And then two, when I started to finally come across them, I'm just like, okay, so that's a piranha, that's a poisonous fish, that's a hybrid of the two. That's a poisonous piranha fish. That's with some electric eel in there.
That's something I've never seen before.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'm just like, I'm gonna start being more specific. I'm gonna need me a fine male betta fish. Yeah.
Betta fishes are cute.
They're so cute, right? Like,
I like that.
I'm gonna need me a fine male betta fish. Yes, I don't. All the other ones, I'm like, can't trust it.
No food for you. No food for you here.
You want to know what's super cool? What would also be like a cool talking point is like, love is a prison, and also love can be a palace. Love is a palace. We love that.
Yes.
That brings me to, you know, healthy romantic relationships. Not perfect, but healthy. There is a difference. There's a difference.
I love that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, I would be sitting here lying if I'm not mentioning. I mean that I'm not saying this in Sorry, let me rephrase my words. That's what I did for being scandalous. I would be lying if I said that. A part of what I just said, I'm wanting to throw at someone and just be like, I don't know, this statement sounds pretty good. And I'm totally gonna send them this podcast after it airs. But at the same time, I do have my dignity, so I'm not about to beg. I'm just simply gonna present. It's honestly, okay, I guess we can get into it because I definitely feel like I'm putting myself in prison in the name of love. So that guy that I told you about. Yeah.
Yes. We do it sometimes, but let's go.
And that's the thing. I thought I learned from this. I have not had a genuine like crush on someone in a long time. Because I thought like, and I'm not saying having a crush on someone is unhealthy. I just know for me, I've always experienced it when it's towards an unhealthy person. You know? So me and my healing journey, you know, I can like a guy, but like that crush feeling, that like delusional, giddy high school, middle school crush feeling, you know, that was always like dangerous to me. And years later, lo and behold, guess who shows up at my door? That feeling, you know, and I let it in.
Right, because you're open to love.
I am, and that's the thing, like I feel like having a crush on someone can be such a neutral thing. I just think it's like that experience that can make us perceive it as something other than, like, if you've only been shown one way, of course you're gonna think that one way. You know, it's just like that's
right, until you like change your perspective a little bit.
Exactly.
Then you can like see.
I'm gonna need him, but at the same time, I also know I'm not gonna. I got dignity. I'm gonna need him to go ahead and acknowledge his fluidity and just see that I'm really great. I'm great for him. His as his words would say as well. Honestly, I sound like such a high schooler falling for Prince Charming, tripping as I fall as well, willingly. You know, I don't know. I'm still having a crush on him. That's all I'm saying. Because I was like, I have to communicate it with him. I was just like, I have not had a crush in a long time. Like, I've liked guys, but I have not had a crush. You know, that's like
Right.
different. It just, yeah.
Right.
So, and it kept getting to me, and I was like, I'm delusional, and I'm gonna have to communicate with him and just say, this is what it is. Boom, this is what it is. I definitely got great responses.
That's
I will
good.
say that. Now I do want to mention, as I suck at texting as well. They suck at texting, and I honestly don't have the guts enough to call him. I'm not about to
That's
do that.
fair. That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary. I'm not about to do that. I'm just not about to do that. We're not close like that. I'm not about to do that. we're not close like that. I'm just like, oh no. But like,
Yeah.
I've done it before though, when I FaceTime someone or I called them and I was like, this is what the reality is. But I'm just waiting for them to respond to this one last message. That way I can fully just really go into detail about things. Because I told them, you know, now I want to like really just get into detail so that I finally can like release and just like be released from this delusional, amazing, horrifying nightmare. All
Yeah.
that stuff. Does it make sense? Like, I
It
need to get it off my
does.
chest. Fully. Like,
Yeah.
I've gotten half of it off my chest. That's not enough for me. I'm just like, no, I need to fully get it off my chest. And I'm about to do it. Like, I'm about to do it.
I was just about to say, honestly, if he hasn't responded in like 12 hours, I would just send that message. Send the other half. Say your piece. You know he's gonna see it.
He's gonna see it, yes.
He's going to see it.
He texts
So, like,
like
what
I
it-
text. Barely. Just suck at texting. But no, continue. I'm intrigued. I'm listening. Send that message on now.
Yeah. I've had to get better at saying my piece and saying my feelings,
Yes.
you know? And especially like in the moment. I'm still working on in the moment. But like eventually, soon after,
Yeah.
I'll try to get them out.
Mm,
I feel like that's such an important
it is.
thing for a relationship, you know? And that can like make it either a prison or a palace, you know?
Just
It's
throwing
like-
that in there together so smoothly, like
I
butter.
mean-
What?
It's like I've done this before or something.
No, I do not. Oh, you're a mess. I love it. But yes, continue.
Yeah, love urban lives because what was his name? About expressing emotions. I got it. So, I feel like, well, from my experience, being like an anxiously attached person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of us already know what that means.
Right. And if you
I
don't,
think
just Google it, folks. Just literally Google it. And
Yeah.
Attachment styles. There's like 4 main ones, but
Main
apparently
ones.
there's others. I was like, oh.
Well, of course,
Right.
there's way more acronyms.
There's always that spectrum.
Yeah, it's long.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in my experience. When you hold your emotions in,
I'm writing this down. 1 second. I'm taking notes. You're giving the wisdom. I'm just gonna have to. click it to
Oh
put it
goodness.
on this planner. So
Okay,
you
I
know,
hope this doesn't bring harm to anyone. But
you said what?
so I hope this doesn't bring harm to anyone for taking notes. Allegedly, this is what happened to me.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that's right. I heard it was allegedly, that's right.
Yes, allegedly. Okay. Holding your emotions in, that doesn't make them, I don't know, it may not be too much wisdom because, like, people can feel and they know that they don't really go away. They can either manifest in other ways or they'll come out in, like, anger or betrayal or coldness, So it's hard to say in the moment, like, how you feel if you've never been able to do that before. Like, unless you're like a securely attached person, then obviously you're comfortable with expressing your emotions and getting feedback. But someone who's anxious,
Right.
I wasn't really able to express my emotions and get the feedback that I needed or wanted. So I kind of just don't want to say it. I feel it,
Right.
but I just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
So,
Attachment styles. Anxious attachment styles.
where you at? I've had it so many people.
Right, so many
So
people,
many
exactly. Right. The pros and cons that
So
come
many.
with it.
Yeah. What are the pros? Let me know.
Say that again.
Let me know what the pros are. If you have any.
Okay, I actually have like a list. Now it's only like 4 on there that I wrote down. I
Hey.
have it somewhere in my other journal when I was writing down attachment styles. I think I'm finally like secure attachment.
Yes,
I
that's what we're
haven't
all trying to get to.
checked in like a year, but last time I checked, I was really close to it. And after this relationship that I just got out of, I'm just like, I'm so proud of all the hard work I put into myself and that my higher power did. I was like,
Yes.
both times they wanted to marry me, and I was like, and it wasn't that toxic type. It was just, they were just like literally these qualities we love. I don't know. I'm just like, it really taught me a lot about myself. That's what I do love about like relationships and love and prison and in the palace. It's just like,
Yes.
both places have like spaces to learn.
Oh yeah. And both places can be fun. Let's not discount
That's true.
how fun prison can be sometimes.
Right. Listen, that's
That's why
toxic.
that's why we keep going back.
I know. I'm gonna throw a shoe at you.
It's kind of fun somewhere.
Yes, folks, I know someone's related. I know most people have gotta be related to this. I was like, let's be honest. We know a lot of times that toxic can be fun. It feels
Yeah.
fun. There we go. We regret it, but it feels fun.
It feels fun.
I eventually learned,
Yeah.
I would say like a couple years ago, that yes, was attracted to toxic. And I was just like, that don't mean I gotta like go for it. I was like,
Get down with
honestly,
toxic. Yeah.
yeah. And so this guy that I just broke up with, he like, our generation would consider the relationship boring. Because there was no toxic. There was
No drama.
right. There was conflict, but there wasn't any drama. You know, conflict is necessary, it's healthy, it's gonna happen, no one's perfect. And then that drama is that purposely stirring it up because things get boring. That rush from the toxic. No, we were our relationship was so boring. And the me like 4 years ago would have wanted something like that, but knew that I would be bored with it. But I really learned to appreciate just the peace, the serenity, that came with it. Just I'm like, wow, and I was like, okay, like I love this. I love this. I love this. I don't
This
know if that
might
makes
be what I'm looking
sense.
for.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that makes sense. Does it make sense? I
It
hope it does.
does.
Okay, good.
It does.
You know, you made me
Because
think of
like
something. Oh no, go finish. I'm not gonna
no.
forget.
Okay. I think I was gonna say, yeah, each relationship, friendship, and like romantic relationship, it's a chance to learn something about yourself and what you want. Because like now you have this knowledge and this data. So like when you're interacting with new people, you already know how you don't want to be treated and how you do want to be treated. You
Mhm.
know?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. It can teach us, and that's the thing. Like, I learned so much about myself. I learned more so. I just got assurance in what I already knew or hoped for myself of like how I would be
Yeah.
in a relationship, and I was like, okay, I got that assurance that wow, I'm really patient. Like I'm like, wow, I like
Hmm.
genuinely care. Like I got to prove to myself as well that this isn't just fairy tale in my mind. I'm actually able to like see if the actions align with the fairy tale. And they
Yeah.
did. I'm really, really, really proud of myself. I've came a long
I
way,
love
and I'm
that.
feeling. We love that. We love to hear
I
it.
love that.
That's what you just said
Yes.
earlier is an advertisement sound bite. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down as well.
Oh, okay. Where
Boom.
are we on time?
Finally.
Oh my.
Finally, because your last episode, it was so hard. I had to give it to you. It was so hard. I was like, there's too many advertisement sound bites. I was like, I was stressing myself out. I was
It
like,
was good.
it was just perfect. Your episode was phenomenal. Um, okay, so something that you made me think of doing. So I don't have the courage to call this person. I don't think it's in my
Mhm.
place. And then I also was
Yeah.
thinking, I was like, if I'm gonna send a message, which I am, and you gave me the assurance, and I don't even care like what the response is. I know it's gonna be a good response. I'm gonna be honest with you, because the response that I have gotten, great response. I'm satisfied with it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I can't fully just be content if I just don't
Hmm.
fully get to say what I want to say. You know what I mean? Like I said what I want to say,
Yeah.
but it's not fully. It's just scratching the surface. And I was like, nah, let's
Yeah.
get some substance in there.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I was like while you were speaking about it earlier, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna send a text message, but I'm gonna be dramatic and I'm gonna do that late night text message. Just like I want them to wake up and see it. I'm hoping that they have background music in the
Yeah.
background while they read it open. I want my inner Taylor Swift to come out. And I don't even like Taylor Swift, but I want the dramatics to be there. I'm really gonna fully come through with
I'm
this.
here for this vision.
Aren't I a mess?
I'm here for it. Okay. Old Drake playing in the background on his Xbox. He rolls
Yes.
over, looks at his phone.
Listen, I just feel like those movies don't just belong in music videos, and I feel like those things don't just belong in music videos and movies. I'm like, why not?
I know. I want them in real life.
Yes, exactly. And it's just like, if I can make it happen, I can make it happen. Especially because, like, whether I get rejected or not, honestly, like, I'm at least gonna go out laughing.
Yes. Imagine if you could send a song. Oh, maybe you can't. Like sending a song with a text message. So it's like, play this while you read it.
Shut the hell up. You know what? This is what I am gonna do, though. This is what I am. You wanna know what I am gonna do, though? What I did think about?
What are you gonna do?
I was like, I can do a compromise because I do like to push myself, but I don't like to push myself too hard to where it, can like not be good for me. So I'm like, I can do it in between. I will send a voice message over text,
That's perfect.
and then I was like,
Yeah.
it's challenging enough, but it's not like too challenging to where it's not gonna produce anything. It's not gonna produce any growth in me. It's not gonna help me. It's gonna harm me if I over if I do something over my boundaries as of this moment, like I want to push the boundaries for myself, but I don't want to
like
just,
bulldoze them.
yeah. We don't want to blow it up. We don't want to blow it up. We want to ease. We want to take our bricks off. We want to decrease boundaries and learn courage, while also not causing chaos internally. Because chaos internally, it's probably inevitable, but it's like we can lessen the impact if we do things within our boundaries while challenging those boundaries.
Wow. I really like that what you said about boundaries. And also that little part that you said at first was like, so you can have like maybe less boundaries and more courage or something like that.
Yes.
Like, that sounds like something that a securely attached person would say. Because having the courage.
I miss you. I miss you. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to just hug you. Oh my god, I miss you so much. Thank you.
Cannot wait till you're back in Texas. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Buddy, this is like Lavender. Our conversations are podcasts, okay? They just are. I feel like we're not even on a podcast. We're just having.
No, we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. This is literally it. The only
this is us.
Exactly. The only difference is we're doing it pandemic style by being online. And
that's so true.
It's so true, isn't it? Honestly.
Never forget.
The pandemic. I don't think I ever would have started the podcast if the pandemic didn't like enlighten me to like online. And now trust me, I cannot stand going to class online. I mean, obviously the perks is I can just wake up last minute, get half dressed.
Yeah, and just like turn on your computer.
Exactly, and then turn that camera button right off so that I can do something else.
And mute.
And yes. But I mean, I'm able to do because I ain't got a car. I don't have a car right now. I have to sell it. I sold it when I started grad school.
Yeah.
I didn't regret the decision, but I would change it. But I don't want to necessarily say I regretted it. Honestly, I don't know. It teaches me not having something that you used to have. It's teaching me like it's really humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
if
I'm being vulnerable, I for like a couple years I was like very comfortable financially for myself as an independent boss. Bitch.
Yeah.
I was comfortable for myself. Now I am so broke, it's not even funny. I have $1.52, $1.53 in my account right now. I am so broke. And let me tell you, tuition is not my friend, but I'm hoping that degree will be my friend when it comes to getting a job. But that's the thing. People don't have to have a degree to make money. I'm only doing this because of my own personal goals. My own personal goals.
And I think you should absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Because like when you do get to make that money, it'll be most likely a lot more fulfilling than just like no shame on electricians. I'm just saying something like random. Like I shouldn't even say electricians. Just should have said something random.
Yeah. I mean, that is so true. It will honestly be so much more fulfilling. And just feeling it will definitely be so much more fulfilling. Because right now it just seems impossible. It just feels impossible. I've forgotten what it feels like to like have like money. I've forgotten what it feels like. Now I wasn't like rich. Me personally, I wasn't like rich. But like, I was comfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, just having some security.
For someone who was like tuition was like beating my ass, I was like fairly comfortable, content, and then all of a sudden it just goes downhill and I was like,
Mm,
But am I thankful that it happened? No. Am I grateful? Yeah.
no.
Because I
Yeah.
had to learn humbleness. And I would say I wasn't necessarily not humble. I'm just even more humble now. And I always
Yeah.
loved like just paying for random people at the drive-through. But now it's gonna be much more of a selfless act than a, self-centered act because it started to become that.
Started to become self-centered, like you wanted
Yeah.
the possible good karma that could come from it.
Not necessarily the karma, it's just that what's the point of like, at least for me, this is me. For me, I'm like, what's the point of me giving if I'm really just doing it for myself? It's kind of like I'm more so taking than giving. I'm just taking the dopamine hit, or I'm just taking the just feeling good about myself, in the moment, and I'm just like, at least for me,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's bad to have. It was bad for me because that's what it started to only be.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
either or, it was just the self-centered side. It wasn't no selfish and self-centered. It was none of that. And that's when I was like,
It
okay.
was all.
Yeah, so here we are. We're
That's
here, we're humble.
interesting. Okay, living and still thriving as
Yes.
humble queens.
Exactly. Welcome to the queendom. Yes. Welcome to the queendom,
Yes, and as you guys heard and can hear, I still live at home with my father and his dogs. So.
Oh, those bad dogs. Those start barking.
Oh my gosh, and he encourages it. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't. I have feelings. I have feelings about how he handles those dogs. And that is, we can talk about that offline maybe.
Oh yeah, we can. Lavender, it's already 41 minutes. There's no way time went by that fast. See, that's the thing.
You're joking.
I know, right? When you're having a great time, that's when time wants to speed up. But when it's like not the best time like gets slow. And I'm like, flip that. When
you're bored, time just wants to take its merry own time.
Yeah, right. It's just like, I put the pun in the pun. I'm time. I can take my sweet time. And I'm just like, take your sweet time when something great is occurring. When we're enjoying the moment, go as slow as possible. I promise we won't be upset.
Yes.
Go fast when it's horrible. It's just like.
Yes. Oh my gosh. One really quick point.
Good. We got time.
I have
20 minutes.
Just on that. My little brother, he is not little anymore. He is big.
Okay.
He is, what is he? He's like 22? Yeah, big little brother. Yeah. He's 22 now. And ever since we were kids, I will say he has been money oriented. He's been a hustler. He's always had money of his own some way, somehow. I remember specifically just because I think it's funny. Gosh, I was 5 and he was like 3. We were at a family trip to SeaWorld. We were walking through the parking lot, right? Like when we didn't know all the bad stuff. Walking through the parking lot. Why does this 3-year-old find $100 bill on the ground in the parking lot?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, real.
What?
And my parents let him keep it.
Damn you.
My parents let him keep it. And I was like,
I mean,
what is he going to do with that?
He just attracts money, huh?
He does.
That's what I speak in my
Always.
affirmations. I say I attract money. I attract wealth. I attract riches. That's what I say in my head. You know what's really cool? People who like work like after like football games or like big events, and they're cleaning up, they find so much money.
Oh, I bet. Oh, just from wallets. I bet they find wallets too. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh my god. People are like, I'm taking that cash. That's what people are like.
Okay.
That's what people are
Hey,
like.
there's a random wallet.
Right? That's exactly what people do. They're like, I'm taking that cash. Just like, I'll be good enough
Alright.
person to give you the credit card back, but they're like, they're gonna take that cash. But
Yeah. If you got more than 120, okay.
The thing is like,
JK guys, don't steal.
I know, right? Yeah, don't steal. The thing is like, if I find a credit or debit card on the ground, I'm probably gonna like mail it to that person. Now, if I find cash on the ground and no one's around, because this has happened before, I'm taking the cash. If no one's around,
Yeah.
if they're not like close to it, I'm like I will ask someone if they are close to it.
Right, like
Right.
if this is possibly be yours,
Right.
is this yours?
Right.
And
I
if
don't tell
it's
them the amount
no.
first. 'Cause I'm like, they might not have it. They might just be trying to take it. But yeah, I've done that before. I remember this one lady. She kept walking away from me. I don't know why. This was in high school. It was like in the actual high school, and it was like $46. And I was like trying to give it to her, but she kept walking. So I happily ordered Pizza Hut when I got home, and I didn't even like Pizza Hut, but you know.
Hey.
What else was I gonna
Hey,
do
that's
with that at
something.
that time? You know, I was thinking. I wasn't
You know?
thinking. But
You had to use your riches. I love that.
you want to know how much money extra he makes a month? My mom's friend who worked, or at least worked at events,
Oh, yeah, how much?
over 6,000 extra a month.
Extra? What does you do if you make that?
Extra 6,000 extra a month just by picking up money that people have left. And I'm just like, well, it's 6,000 to 10,000, he said. But to be more dramatic, over 6,000. Now,
Wow.
are y'all hiring? Like, are y'all hiring?
No. Bad. Where's the application? I don't want to just fill something online. I want to talk to somebody. Get me in contact.
Right.
Okay.
Right, exactly. I was like, you know.
So I love
no
going to a game.
Hmm?
I said I love going to a game.
Oh, exactly. And you know what?
Yeah.
Next time, you know what I think I'm gonna do next time? You know what I think I'm gonna do?
What?
Whenever I get the money to go to a Houston Texans game, and I don't even know about football, I don't even know what's happening. I kind of just watch it for the American culture. I don't know what's happening. But when I get to that football game, I'm gonna stay after and I'm gonna walk the stands. That's what I'm gonna do. Somebody's left.
Yes. Absolutely. I bet you found a lot more than just the 20. You probably
Oh,
found a phone,
1,000%.
some shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only imagine.
He said that he makes at least 1,000 a week. He said one day he worked like 2-3 events. I don't know if that's legal to do. I don't know if they were overworking it, but he said he made $7,000 that day. And I was like, oh, okay. Remember that one time you owed me $7,000? I don't know you.
Yeah.
But go ahead and just send
Yeah.
it my way. I'm not gonna be upset at you for sending that my way. I'm not. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
obedient and receive gifts. So I'll receive
Yes, because I remember saying that you wanted to give me $7,000.
Right. I totally remember that.
I remember that. I remember that.
Right. And I'm
Just take
like,
my word.
Yeah.
She's turning into a scam podcast.
Right. Exactly. Tune in next time to Lavender and Josiah's The Scammers. The Scammers
Queens.
Apple Podcast. Real scammers.
I bet Scam Queens.
Hmm.
Real scammers. I bet scam queens. I bet it's already taken as a podcast. That's a good name.
Yes, I feel like it is. We should totally look for it after. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. If they don't already, if the FBI hasn't already, arrested them, just totally
Yes.
look for them. Something, like,
Imagine.
you and I on Real Housewives, and our slogan is we put the scam in scam queens. I don't know. We put the
Oh my gosh, I wanna get into the Real Housewife universe
It's so toxic.
because,
Don't do it.
but I love that TV. Oh my gosh, because okay,
Go
because
for it.
listen, I watch and love Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
Do you watch it?
No.
Oh gosh. So I guess it's Lisa Vanderpump from Beverly Hills
Mhm.
Housewives.
I do know.
It's
of
her.
it.
Okay, cool. It's her little spinoff. And I love this other show called Summer House,
Hmm.
which also has a show called Winter House. It's all on that Bravo network.
Oh.
So like,
Yeah.
see,
Oh.
so I like the Bravo,
Yes. Okay.
and I've heard of like a lot of podcasts that kind of group all of those together, including like Love Island and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I want to be able to like listen
You'll
to
like
the
it.
Housewives.
I
Okay.
Go for it. I'm not like, I got into it and I wasn't really, I wouldn't say I got into it, but the pandemic did just some horrible things. I didn't know what to do. So I started watching Real Housewives. And it's something that I always
Yeah.
knew about because it's Real Housewives. Everybody knows about it. You know, whether they watch
Right.
it or not, you will know about it. So it's
Yes,
like,
someone has said it, or a meme.
yeah, exactly. You know, I was watching it. I started watching it when I was in Portland, living in hell. Yes, I was like, I need something
Oh,
comforting while I'm living in hell, Portland. And I turned on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was like, this is such nonsense, but it makes me feel bougie, and I'm here for it. Okay.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
every time I get like really depressed, I will turn on some Real Housewives. I will turn it
like
on.
that.
I will turn it on. I hate Real Housewives, but I will turn it on. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, that's on like Peacock Network. Okay, that's actually like really cool. I do like that. I do like that.
I've seen
It's
that.
like, it's like other
Well, not
housewives from
seen
different
it, but
seasons coming together. So it's like,
oh, that sounds kind of cool.
yeah, so Atlanta's coming together with Beverly Hills, with New York, with New Jersey, and then Salt Lake City. What the heck is that? I'm sorry, that's just funny. I was like, Salt Lake City? It's like,
I bet they have some of the crazy stuff because that's Mormon City.
yes, that was like the main, like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but that was one of definitely, with the Salt Lake City girls, there's two from every city. But Salt Lake City was on the last season of Ultimate Girls Trip, and literally, that was like the only storyline carrying them.
That there were Mormons.
Yes, that she left the
Yeah.
Mormon church and that she wrote a book about, I don't know, they just made something argue about it. And I was like, you guys need a storyline so bad. But honestly, I'm here for it because I'm depressed.
I'm here for it all.
Right? And I
Just
was
make
like,
me
I see
feel
why
something.
Tyler.
I say, yeah, just to make you feel something.
Yes,
You know?
yes. It makes you feel so bougie. Like, it really does. Like, I'm just like, honestly, I could be a housewife. I wouldn't be upset at that.
Yes.
I wouldn't be upset. No, they're
And
not
see,
even all wives anymore. They're like all divorced anyway.
divorce. Right, I was gonna say real
Real ex-wives.
divorcees of.
Real ex-wives, X, Y, and Z. Because only two of them are married on each season. Everybody else is like divorced or getting divorced. Storylines.
Oh, also kind of random. And if anyone is like into reality TV, what network is it on? I think it's. It can't be HBO. Dang, I forgot what network, but
Say the
there
name, I'll know.
is House of Ho.
I heard of that. I haven't seen it. I've heard about it like a couple times because I remember I was like, oh, that's an interesting name. I don't know where that's on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I watched it a while ago. It's about it's a reality show about a Houston family, Asian family. They live in River Oaks. And
What? Right there. River Oaks.
Right there.
Right there. Right
River
down the
Oaks.
street. Literally. Right.
No.
down-
Yes, not Riverstone. River
Riverstone.
Oaks.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, in River Oaks. Like not center of Houston, but like real Houston, not Southside.
Okay, gotcha. Houston.
But
Houston.
yeah,
Yeah.
Houston is very big. It's like Houston, and then there's Houston, and then there's kind of Houston. You know?
Houston is bigger than the state of Vermont. It's bigger than the state of New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Fun fact: Houston itself.
Houston itself,
Wow.
bigger than some states.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. But yes, continue. House of Hope.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah, House of Hope. Good reality show. If you're Texan from Houston, you'll recognize a lot of the places that they go. It's kind of cool to see like a different kind of version of it.
Yeah.
They don't they go to some park, and it was something like a couple of restaurants where it's like, wow, this is what it looks like when it's like closed down or like private event type thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Okay.
It was cool.
I've always wanted to be in the background while someone's recording a reality show. I mean, I'm gonna be doing some wacky stuff. I have to.
Me
Probably
too.
Like, right? Like, I have to. Just like, honestly. Here's
It's
my
like-
moment.
It's like just a slight low key, like not even a dream, because like I don't know, but like I want to be in the background of something.
You wanna win the what?
I want to be in the background of something,
Okay.
of like a movie or something. Like I want to be in the background. I want to have like, hey, here you go, kind of like.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. You're there, you're present, and you make it work.
She's just there. Yeah.
Exactly.
3 seconds max on screen.
Everybody needs some lavender. Everybody needs a dose of lavender.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, we're about to hit an hour, Queen, so I'm gonna end the recording so that
Okay.
I don't have to pay extra, because I don't pay at all.
Absolutely.
We don't want to give Google any more money than they already have, because they have too much. They'll be fine. Gee, this is... What?
I was
Bye,
gonna say
folks.
something, but you know they're listening, so.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bye, folks. Tune in for whatever. Next episode will be...
Yes.
part
Bye.
2.
Thanks for having me, Josias.
Yes, Lavender will obviously be back for season 5.
Hey.